Hi everyone, today I'm joined with Teddy Sheringham. Teddy, thanks so much for doing this, mate.
Chris,
I've waited a long time to do this one, to be honest. Obviously spoke to you earlier that I had a little chat with Gazza about the Predators back in the day in the 90s. It's my era growing up, you was playing. When did it all start, Ted, for you? Like, obviously I think you started in the Pumas at Millwall, am I right?
yeah, early days would have been Puma.
Yeah. So you liked the Puma Kings back then. Did you have like a deal with the Pumas back then?
I didn't have when I first started wearing them. My agent, who's still my agent now, he was taking my son's football school, and he said to me, "Have I got a boot deal?" I said, "No." He said, "Do you want one? I'll try and get one for you."
This at Millwall.
This was when I was at Millwall, yeah.
Right.
And he got me a boot deal. To get free boots and get paid a little bit of money at the time, and it was like, really, what, they're going to pay me as well to wear them? So I was like, yeah, cool. I just got in the first team at Millwall, probably a couple of years after I got in the first team.
Yeah.
And then got a boot deal, and it was like, wow, get paid to
wear
boots as well.
Living a dream, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
And so, boots free in those days. It was like that saves me.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were in the days, 60, 70
quid. What did they do? Did they just supply you as many as you wanted within reason?
Within reason, probably, I don't know, 6-8 pairs a year, but give me all tracksuits and all that, go up to their factory once a year or something and get, loads of trackies and t-shirts and shorts that you could wear.
And your agent sorted all that out, and you say he's still your agent to today?
He wasn't my agent, he was running football schools over in Ilford, Barkingside. My son went there and I just got talking to him. Yeah. And he's been my agent ever since.
Fantastic, brilliant. Trust in someone, don't change it. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. Then obviously you went into Adidas a few after Forest, into Adidas at Spurs sort of time. Obviously, as you've noticed today, I'm pretty into my Adidas boots. We've discussed that. The touch which you wore in Euro '96 was this sort of style. Yeah. How did the deal come across? Was that again your agent sorted that out? Obviously, a lot of the boys were in Adidas then.
Yeah. It was just a new boot coming out, the Adidas ones, and this was the old grip on it.
Yeah.
That was.
What do you think of it looking back now, Ted?
I think a bit gimmicky.
It's gimmicky, but
you can play this game.
Yeah.
You can play this game or you can't. It don't matter what boots you had on.
Well, it's changed football, isn't it? The Adidas Predators.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, they've taken over now, and
do you think that it got any more swerve to any degree?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't. Either you kick the ball properly.
But you think of the weight of them and what they wear today, it's crazy, really. But he did well, Craig Johnson, didn't he? With the whole, the idea, he pursued it, he kept going on. Yeah. The first one he ever made, Ted, I don't know if you've, well, I'm sure you have had a few pairs. I don't think you wore them though, did you?
No, I didn't. No.
Aggressive looking, aren't they?
They are, yeah. Yeah, very crocodile-ish.
Yeah.
Actually met Craig Johnson.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah, well, he was friends with my agent.
I've never spoken to him until actually met him, yeah. What's he like?
By all accounts, he comes up with these ideas.
Yeah.
He's a bit like an inventor that comes up with different ideas, puts all his money into it. Yeah. Put his money into this, and it cracked away.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much he made of it, because then Adidas took the idea off him, didn't they? I think they bought the Predator off him. Yeah. So I don't know if he had any percentage in the deal. I'm not sure about that. There's not many programs about it.
But like these crazy inventors, I think he took all his money from the Predator and then put it into something else and crashed and burned and back to square one.
That's it, yeah. But he tried, didn't he? Going forward, you'll recognise these ones, Teddy. Because you've done a bit of business, not them particular ones, I wish I did have them.
Giggs with a shot, Sheringham! Name on the trophy. Beckham into Sheringham, and Solskjaer has won it! Manchester United have reached the promised land.
Lovely boot, wasn't it? Not many players wore these.
No, I went with Nike when I joined Man United. And, I was wearing boots. I wasn't quite comfortable with like the bluey bits on it. I didn't like wearing too many colours for a pair of boots. Yeah. He was always playing in red and white, red and black. So I said to him, "Can you make me a red pair?"
Then, so you asked, because
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I know they've done them in blue. I think Scholesy may have worn them, a few players in blue.
I think they were made in blue for everyone.
Right.
And I said, well, any chance of getting some in red?
Yeah.
And they knocked me up these, and it was like, yeah, that's perfect.
Playing for Man United's got a bit of clout.
Yeah.
Nike going to listen, isn't they?
Yeah.
And then, so I think this is called the GX, this model, and obviously wanting to speak to you about these were so hard to find. It's unbelievable. So there weren't many pairs made of them, and now you've answered the question. The red ones are just...
I don't know anyone else that did play in them.
No.
But they were comfy. They were slightly... I think I asked for slightly wide. I got a wide foot.
Right, yeah.
And as I say, they made them for me, and they did the trick.
They did the trick. So obviously the Adidas one, Phil phased out, and then Nike stepped in, is it? Or, is it big deals for the players?
I can't... Well,
back then.
it was obviously bigger than the Puma deal. the Adidas deal, and then the Nike deal. Obviously, when I went to Man United,
bigger club,
you play for Man United,
yeah.
things take off.
Yeah,
so
that's amazing.
Yeah,
I was I read somewhere about was it Albert Morgan saying, that was the kit man, wasn't it?
Yes,
about your socks. Always you had to have a new pair of socks every game in a packet and all that.
I got quite big calves, so I didn't like having tight socks. When you wash those socks at the time, they kind of shrunk and it felt like it was getting a bit intense on my calves. So I said, just a favour, Albert, put a new pair of socks.
So it weren't just like, I'm at United on new socks.
Oh, no. It was just a purely feel thing. I didn't like that tightness.
Yeah, they were tight. Nowadays, they're completely different, the socks, aren't they? It's like you say, they go through the wash once back in the 90s, and it's a different thing. I know you never wore these, Teddy, but the Speciales, great boot, wasn't it?
Was it?
Oh, yeah, you've not worn it? Yeah.
That was the boys. I think they got deals. Alan Shearer, I think, was the first boy to get a deal with them. Michael Owen got a deal as well when he joined in the England squad. Didn't really
try them?
No. I was quite happy with the boots that I had. I think I would have been Adidas in my early days with England, and then stayed with Nike later on in my days. But no, I didn't.
I used to wear these myself, and I thought they was an amazing boot, especially. I cared that I was wearing them, but I was wearing. They're an old school boot, and it's like the Copa, but they don't, they don't sort of fade. They are a beautiful boot. I'm very pleased you told me about the red, because it's been bugging me. There's no research on all these. It's crazy. Do these ring a bell? These ones today?
Only that. Bex would have been wearing them.
Bex wore them. These particular ones, Charlie?
He hasn't got a son called Charlie, has he? So
you have.
I have, but I don't know. Would Charlie have had them?
Charlie got these from David for his 12th birthday. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So and he's never worn them, but
talking about, I've got a nice little story for you. Talk about Beckham and Charlie.
Yeah.
So when I went to Man United, obviously my son was 9 when I went to Man United.
Right.
So we'd had a year at Man United. And always get his son a shirt with the name on the back and all that. Yeah. So I get to get him a new shirt.
He's loving it when
he loves it. Yeah, being around David Beckham, travelling there and being in the players' lounge with him, just getting to know him.
Obviously Londoner as well, so you've already got the instant connection.
I knew Bex's family really well.
Yeah.
So it came to the new season, and obviously new change of shirt.
Yeah.
And I saw my son getting a little bit nervous about the new shirt, and I'm like, "What's the matter?" And he went, Dad, you know we're getting the shirt.
Yeah.
Is there any chance I could have go on, Charlie? And I could see what
you
he
knew
was going to say.
You're going to make him say this.
Is there any chance I can have 7 Beckham on the back? And I was like,
oh God, that
broke my heart, son. Of course you can. No problem.
He was an icon. Everyone
loved him, didn't he?
His
haircut like Bex.
Mate, we was all doing it though. Like talk about the boots I showed you earlier. We've got the treble boots over there, Bex with the long tongue. Spoke John Terry about it. He was saying how when we was young, you used to like peg the tongues down. Everyone wanted to look like Beckham. It's crazy. Yeah. I miss that sort of era of football. That's why I do these talks, Ted, because it's unbelievable, isn't it? Nowadays there's so many boots. You get 200-300 pairs a year. I think it's crazy, but. I mean, looking back to the FA Cup final, I think it's the 6th minute you come on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you? Why did he put you on? Because Roy Keane come off. Did you think that it stood like you were sitting there in the dugout, weren't you?
I went to ask the question.
Yeah.
When he said get warmed up, and I went to ask the question, and I thought, why am I questioning?
Because you knew his coach was injured, wasn't
he? He got whacked early on in probably the 2nd minute, and he was trying to get through it. Could he carry on? But he'd already had a bad ankle.
Right.
And then David Speed hit him with a crunching tackle.
The final, didn't it?
That's right. And after 3 or 4 minutes, he said, "Ted, get warmed up." And I'm like, "Sit what?" Just
shut up.
Before he changed his mind. Yeah. So within a minute, I'd come on, scored the first goal in the FA Cup final.
Away. Yeah.
Who's their captain? Almost as soon as the game started. Here's Scholes. This is David May. Cole shook off 2 opponents well. Sheringham, who's just come on. Little ball inside to Scholes. Sheringham goes again and scores! Oh, would you believe it? He's only been on the pitch a minute, and he's put Manchester United in the lead. It's Teddy Sheringham, and the league champions are in front, courtesy of a player who would never have expected to be on the pitch at this stage.
Well, that was a superb little ball in, I think, eventually that comes from Paul Scholes. The build-up, Sheringham initially involved in the build-up. Little 1-2 as well. What a superb ball by Scholes. And really Sheringham unerring in his shooting.
Classic Sheringham finish.
That was in these boots, wasn't
it was, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You certainly done the business for
straight
these.
for the keeper's legs. There you go. Yeah. Beautiful.
Fantastic, yeah. And so, as a striker at any position, you never want to be on the bench. But when you look back to them, 10 days, what happened in Spurs last time season? Did you play?
Yeah, started the game.
Started in that, didn't you? Yeah.
But got booked in the first half, slipped over, and I think I went into Sol Campbell in a challenge. Didn't mean to do anything, but got booked for it. Score was 1-0 at half time, and I came in and the manager said, "Yeah, we're going to change it."
I should have put Cole.
I was like,
yeah.
"Oh man!"
And you're thinking,
I'm playing against Tottenham. I want to be part of it. And he said, "Look, I can't risk it because you've just been booked.
Yeah.
We need to be throwing everything at them because we need to win."
Yeah.
And he said, "That's what I'm doing." I was like, "Okay." So
you're kicking yourself for getting a yellow card,
yeah.
But in hindsight, it's the best thing that ever happened.
Of course,
you getting rested up.
Of course, yeah.
It's
we went on
just
to win the
crazy,
game. Coley come on, I think, scored in the, I'm going to say, maybe in the first 10 minutes of him coming on, and we won the game 2-1, so ended up winning the league.
So Lex Ferdinand put them 1-0 up. That was a good goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a very good goal.
Lobbed him over.
Yeah.
Schmeichel was straight. He didn't know what to do, did he?
Got wrapped up in the net, remember?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a West Ham fan, but that season, just watching United and what they did and that 10 days was just unbelievable. And like I say, just some things are written as stars. You come on off the bench. Did you expect to start at the Nou Camp then? Obviously, man of the match performance, FA Cup.
Started in the league game, got brought off. Then came on after 6 minutes, scored the opening goal in the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
Set up Scholesy for the second one, got named man of the match, and it's like, do you know what? I think I've got a chance. Must have a chance to start. I must have changed his mind.
He's got to start me, really, hasn't he?
But again, he pulled me the day before and said, "Look, you're not playing, but just want you to be ready because you never know, I might need you again."
Yeah.
So.
And you come in late, didn't you?
No, I don't think it was that late. He said to me at half time, if it stays 1-0, if we're losing 1-0, after 15 minutes you'll be going on. And I think it was 15 minutes. I think he said go and warm up, and then after maybe 20 minutes I went on. So.
It's insane when it is. Yeah. I watch it. I said to you earlier, I can't watch that capture of that last couple of minutes without keep rewinding it 2 or 3 times. Gives me goosebumps today. You've got to be the same.
Great memories.
It's unbelievable, wasn't it?
Wasn't the best game for us, but the final 2 minutes.
Doesn't matter, does it? It's all about the results. It's football, yeah. Teddy, again, I can't thank you enough for doing this with me today. It's been something I really want to speak to you about, as you know. And thank you very much, Teddy. Teddy Sheringham, everyone. Thank you.
Sheringham!